had another baby in November that I decided not to keep.
You told me that the baby died and died. She said the baby died with his umbilical cord wrapped around his neck.
Oh, I was not that dramatic.
And I might hate you for the rest of my life, for real. Because you knew. You knew.
Why would you tell him that the baby was dead, though?
To be honest, I wanted him to be hurt. I wanted his feelings to be hurt. I just wanted him to feel something because I never feel like he feels anything. And I'm always the one just feeling some stuff, like feeling hurt.
Koholo Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the house and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. And as always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. Okay, the name of this one is These Eves Are Wicked and Cold-Hearted. These Eves are wicked and cold-hearted, right? And by Eve, I mean, Jake women, all right? The end of, man, whether she be a northern or a southern kingdom, man, these women are fucking cold, man. And as you can see on this video, she straight, like, crushed this guy, man. Which is why you can't, put your trust in women, you know what I mean, to the point where you lose your wits. As the scripture says, man, that there has been men that lost their wits over women, man, so they err, right? Here you go, you got this girl, this woman talking about, and it's crazy because it reminds me of that scene in The Godfather. I think it was part 2, when Michael Corleone's wife admits that she didn't lose the baby, but that she killed it. You know what I'm saying? She aborted him. And the Godfather went on to, smack the shit out of her, man, And, this man up here, he got emotional because that will crush any man, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're looking forward to having a son or daughter, whatever have you, and you lose it naturally or by abortion, man, and that'll crush you, man. But the way she said it, with the pride, and then her reason, on top of that, her reasoning, which infuriated me personally, her reason was because she wanted to make him feel something or feel bad because she's always the one feeling sad and he never feels anything. Like that's so crazy that she would even use that as an excuse, man. She know goddamn well that's not the reason, okay? And if it was, it's even more wicked, man, because women are very emotional. So I think of it as in the sense like, she just didn't want to be with the guy and let alone have the guy's child. You know what I mean? But it could very well be what she said too, where she was just cruel and wanted to see him hurt. But that's like a whole nother level of hurt, man. Like, you killed a child, man, and on top of that, you killed the child of the man that you're with, man. And as soon as I saw this clip, man, I had to record it right quick, and I definitely sent it out to a few people because it was so messed up. I think I even reposted it on like Instagram or something because it was just so fucked up, man, but nonetheless, man, this is where we are, right, in this side, until the Lord redeems us from this wicked, cold-hearted place, man. Hey, and as the scriptures even say, man, because iniquity will abound, the love of many will wax cold, man. That really goes into people waxing more mad, right? Or psychotic, in other words, man. Okay, it goes into the word psychotic when you look it up in the blue letter. And I think it's the part that says if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the part that says love. The point is, when you go into that scripture in the blue letter Bible, it tells you that people basically being psychotic, man. Okay, and that's psychotic right there for you to kill a child. Because here it is, you got scientists saying, a million miles away in some planet, there's bacteria, that's a sign of life. But they will call the fetus inside the womb of a woman, I forget the terminology, but basically like it's nothing. It doesn't have no feelings. It's not alive. You know what I mean? When before that infant, what's it called, fetus was in that womb, it was in a form of a sperm, right? And it was inside the father, man, inside the father's nutsack, man, basically, man. And that man has been carrying that around since he had puberty, since he got his puberty. So like, and we know, for anyone that's ever seen like semen under a microscope or something, they wiggle around, man, and if that's not a form of life, man, I don't know what is, you know what I'm saying? But we know that these people front, wickedness has abound, Esau's sins have pierced the clouds, man, so it's not a coincidence or even a surprise that a woman will act in this manner, man, and say these things to that man. But nonetheless, I got a few scriptures that I want to get to. I won't make it too long. The first one is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 24, where it reads, I'll start at 24, and it reads, of the woman came the beginning of sin, right? And what is sin? Transgression, right? Of the law, right? And back then the laws of the law was oral, okay? And one of the commandments that the Lord gave both Adam and Eve was to not eat of the fruit of eat of the tree of oh man, I forget. Let me get it real quick, because I don't want to butcher that scripture. Genesis 2:17, it says, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, right? To know good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. All right, so that was the commandment that the Lord gave Adam and Eve. And then Eve, being the simple one, the weaker vessel, right? And the serpent, knowing this, right, came up to her and convinced her to take it. All right, and that's how basically sin started. All right, but when you go on to read verse 25, it says, give the water no passage, right? Neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Now, this is the reason I brought this scripture over, man, because not only did sin begin with the women, right, which is Eve in this example, but it also tells you to not give them liberty, right? Because if you fast forward to now, especially now, but it would probably happen back then too, but especially now, these women, under the influence of the Babylon juice, man, they really freely think that they could just do things with no repercussions, man. This being one of them. This lady basically killed the child of the man that was looking forward to being a father, man. And that was told some bogus ass story talking about the umbilical cord basically choked the baby to death, man. Because she didn't want to even admit to what she did. Mind you, the reason that she did it was because she wanted to hurt him. So telling him the truth would have been even more hurtful back then. So, you know, it just don't make no sense, man. You know, even in the middle of an interrogation or an interview like this one, women will not take accountability, man. You know, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 21. It says, "And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech," the fire to Molech, Salakia. "Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am Yahweh." All right. But the point is, thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. Okay. The modern way of doing that is these abortion clinics, man. Esau is demonic, a Satanist, man. And so are a lot of his people. A lot of these prominent doctors and psychologists and book writers and entertainment execs and all that. These people are all into witchcraft, man. Okay? So it's not by coincidence that, you know, like a place like Planned Parenthood or an organization that like that was founded by, you know, Bill Gates' grandfather, which was a wicked ass Edomite, man. All right, because they know what they're doing. All right, they know that they're sacrificing these babies, man, to Molech, man, basically. And our people have been doing this for a long time, man, since the ancient days, man, and even more now, where you could just go into a facility and do it privately, you know, without nobody knowing anything, and then you just leave there and they all supporting you and all this other shit in there because they don't give a fuck. It's a procedure. For every procedure, there's money attached to it, man. You know, but at the same time, it's a double whammy because as far as Esau goes, man, you know, he knows that we're sinning, okay, and we're going off, and that's his whole purpose, man. All right, he's the counterpart in the flesh of Satan, man, and the word and name Satan means adversary, man. So he's adverse to the Lord. So no wonder that in Leviticus it tells you not to do that, right? Leviticus 18:21, which we just read, it's telling you not to do that, and Esau pushes that now. You know what I mean? It's not by coincidence at all. All right. The next scripture I want to get is Proverbs. Salakia. The next scripture is Proverbs 31:3. It says, "Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings," man. All right. And a lot of men these days, man, that's exactly what they do. Especially believing these women, giving your strength onto them, knowing that they're not right, they're not perfect, you know, that they go off, that they're very self-willed, high-minded, arrogant, you know, and cruel and cold and dirty, man. Okay? These women will clean up nice, you know, throw on a mask, which they call makeup, hit the streets. Every nigga will be looking at them. But then they go back to their apartment, mattress all on the floor, rats and roaches all over the place, drawers all over the place, ass musty as hell, you know. And that's just the majority of these two-third-minded birds, man. You know, but then you got other two-third-minded women like this one in this video, man, where she thinks she's slick, you know, but she is a devil, man, a demon, you know. For you to still be with the man, the man that impregnated you, and you go and you kill his child, man, you know, and then you have beta males, man, simps, that will forgive a chick, man, that won't even, you know, such as this brother right here, man, this dude right here, man, wouldn't even think that that they'll be capable of it, because they trusted in a woman so much, man, that they actually gave their strength onto them, right? He actually gave his strength onto her, man. And the whole time she was just being a demon, okay, holding this truth or that secret in her for so long, man. And then goes on some type of, I don't know what TV station, that TV show that is, but admits it in front of everybody, man. You know, further crushing the guy, man. Like, ridiculous, man. The things that we got to put up with, man, in Babylon. This is Proverbs 30:20. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. Now, I'm not calling this woman an adulterer, right? But if she's capable of murdering that fetus, man, all right, that defenseless fetus that didn't belong to her, even though she was nurturing it with her body, man. You know, this Salakia, Salakia, I almost lost my train of thought. So even though this is not an adulterous woman or an issue between two people that's involving adultery, but the scripture's clearly telling you here, man, that, you know, they could do something as bad as adultery and as bad as killing, right, murdering a fetus, and they'll act the same way. They'll act as if they didn't do anything, you know, like they didn't commit any wickedness, man. Which is why the scripture before this one, right, Proverbs 31:3, is advising us not to give our strength onto women, man, because these 2/3 women are wicked, man, are demons, man. Okay, and with you, just listening to things like this, especially the videos that are coming out of a bunch of, you know, N-dubs being mad at a Southern Kingdom men for voting, and Northern Kingdom too, because they mentioned them too, you know, just all upset that they didn't vote, that those men didn't vote for who they wanted to vote, you know, and now they're wishing death on those men, wishing incarceration, just wishing hell. That's all they're doing, is wishing hell on those men, because they butthurt that their bird brain, rockhead, Scamala didn't win. Okay, when she wasn't good for nobody, you know. And most of these dumbass bitches just wanted her to win because she was a bitch herself, because she was another woman. You know, the whole time pandering to the black community by paying Beyonce. I forget how many millions she paid her. I don't know how much she paid Megan Thee Stallion. And what's this nigga's name, man? Little John, and whoever else she had that's in the entertainment industry, whether it be film or music, man. You know, it was disgusting, man. You know, and from what I hear, she don't even have money to pay out the rallies, the last few rallies that she had, man, because she was spending all the Soros money on these wicked ass 2/3 entertainers, man. You know, I ended off with this last one, man. I mean, I think it's very important to know and to always keep in mind, because, you know, right now, the woman has basically I'm not gonna say overtook, but basically are in a pedestal, man, above the men. Okay, and on top of that, you have a lot of 2/3 men, which is more than 1/3, the elect, that are backing these women up, man. So it makes it that much, you know, that much harder to well, not really, doesn't really make it that much harder, but it's that much harder for people to see, right, the truth, which is these women are not supposed to be set up in any type of authority position, let alone being over any man, such as being a president, a judge, a police officer, you know what I mean? But this is what Esau has done, or Esau has made easy for Jake women. But we know also that the Lord was going to do that, all right? That the Lord was going to set up women to pass the man, basically, man. And that's what you see happening, man. But everything has its purpose, The works of the Lord is perfect, man. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 13 and 12, man, because this is soon going to come to pass, man. All right, in the very, very near future. So even though the joy of the hypocrite is going on right now, that's only going to be for a moment. All right, though he's fueling up and putting the battery pack on all these bird brain women that are Israelites, that's just for a moment, man. And they're all going to be thrust through, okay? This is Isaiah 13 and 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, man, okay? Which is pure gold, no impurities, man. All right, the Lord is going to make his elect men more precious than fine gold, man. And that word precious goes into even rare, besides beautiful, right? And perfect. It goes into being rare, man, because, there's going to be way less men that will be saved than the men that are going to lose their life in this side, man, on this second death, man. Okay? So, hey, man, now more than ever, man, I understand why Paul was saying, why Apostle Paul was saying, for those men that have women to be as if they don't, and the ones that don't have to basically stay that way, man, because not only is it better for the ministry for you to do what you have to do, but at the same time, it's like these women, besides being a total distraction, they're fucking wicked, man, and they have all the backing of Esau, man, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, man, because he knows that our downfall had to start through Eve, man, right? The weaker vessel. And that's exactly what they've done. And they've given these women, these positions where they think whatever they say is law, man. I mean, for God's sakes, you have women saying now that they're going to have to leave the country, not have sex with no men anymore. They're just having complete meltdowns, man, on their phones, and then they're posting it like stupid asses, man. But all you could do is laugh at Babylon, man, because it's a wrap for Babylon. All right, she's not gonna be healed. Trump ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. All right, the word of the Lord still stands, and it does not come back void, man. You wicked ass women, all right, you wicked ass cold-hearted Eves, man. Y'all gonna pay for everything y'all done. For every word that y'all spoke, you're gonna have to give account of therein. Okay? So I pray that this lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors again to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to your brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to your brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. To you all, I say shalom and a Baba Ball.